Welcome to the AutoSys training video. By the end of this video, you will learn about AWS Lambda Job in AutoSys and how to execute the AWS Lambda service in the AWS console. To enhance your learning experience, we will use a fictitious bank called the Hedmerl Bank as an example and demonstrate how to automate the execution of the AWS Lambda service in the automation workflows. Hedmerl Bank is a multinational bank with many branches across the globe. It is vital for Hedmerl Bank to ensure the accuracy and completeness of customer-submitted data for new account creation, loan processing, new credit card requests, and other similar activities before approving or rejecting such requests. Traditionally, bank personnel manually verified and enriched the data, which was time-consuming and error-prone. Furthermore, relying on human intervention sometimes led to delays in processing the request, increased operational costs, and the risk of overlooking important details. Additionally, maintaining data quality was becoming even more challenging with the increasing volume of customer data. To address these challenges and improve data accuracy, the workflow automation developers decided to leverage AWS services such as Lambda functions to automate the validation and enrichment of customer data in real time. Using the AutoSys AWS Lambda Job, the bank can integrate Lambda functions into various customer request processes, such as onboarding, loan processing, etc., and trigger automated checks to verify the accuracy of the provided information, identify and eliminate duplicate requests, and enrich the data by retrieving additional details, such as credit score, conducting a background check, and so on, from external sources or databases. Before we create and set up the AWS Lambda Job, let's understand how the job functions. The AWS Lambda Job in AutoSys supports integration with Amazon Web Services, enabling the execution of the AWS Lambda service within automation workflows. The AWS Lambda service is a computing service that Amazon Web Services provides to run code in response to events without provisioning or managing servers. The setting up of the AWS Lambda Job definition is a three-step process. Define AWS Lambda connection profile. Define AWS Lambda security profile. Create AWS Lambda Job definition. Let's enter our training environment and create an AWS Lambda Job to automate the validation and enrichment of customer data using the AWS Lambda service. For this demo, we assume that the environment settings for AutoSys are already in place. The AWS Lambda service to automate the validation and enrichment of customer data is already defined in the AWS console. And the security profile for the AWS Lambda Job is defined. Post-execution, we will also check the status of the AWS Lambda Job in the AutoSys Web UI and the AWS Lambda execution status in the AWS console. To create a connection profile for the AWS Lambda Job, log in to AutoSys Web UI and navigate to the Quick Edit tab. Click Create in the Create Object dialog and select the AWS Lambda profile under AWS Connection Profiles. In the Create AWS Connection Profile page, specify the connection profile name and AWS connection URL. Click Save. To create the job of type AWS Lambda, click Create in the Quick Edit tab. In the Create Object dialog, expand AWS under Jobs and select the AWS Lambda Job Type. In the Create AWS Lambda Job page, specify the job name and the machine name. In the AWS Lambda tab, select the connection and security profiles in the corresponding fields. Specify the AWS region where the AWS Lambda service is available. Specify the AWS Lambda function name. Specify the request payload the job sends to the AWS Lambda service with relevant information required for Lambda service execution. Save the job. For this demo, let's start the job manually. To start the job manually, navigate to the Quick View tab. Search for the AWS Lambda Job by name. The search results display the job. Select the action as Start and click Go. Click Yes to confirm the job start in the Confirm Send event dialog. The scheduler starts the job. After a while, click Refresh to ascertain the current status of the job. You may notice that the job status icon turns green, indicating that the job execution was successful. Let's check the AWS Lambda service status in the AWS console. Click the Monitor tab of the AWS Lambda service. Open the Log Events link under the Cloud Watch Logs. The log displays the successful execution of the AWS Lambda service using the AWS job. Thank you for watching the training video.